If all you need in life is to not be punched in the stomach and to have someone not make you run, you should be a lot more successful than you are.
I did not say that's all I need in life. It's all I needed in that moment.
Steve and Jason met while co-hosting one of the first podcasts ever, hundreds of miles away from each other, but bonded through the magic of the internet. Since the end of that podcast in 2023, the geeky guys decided to keep on hanging out and keep podcasting, because still after all these years, Steve and Jason are having a real fun time.
It's not every day that I get to face situations where my family, the four of us, gets to band together and get something done.
You just talked about how you get to jump over spiky pits and find ancient treasure all the time. Is that not enough for you?
But that's a video game. I'm talking real life.
You don't do anything in real life.
Exactly. That's why when it happens, it's extremely rare and I should talk about it to somebody.
All right. I guess I qualify.
You jumped on this call. It's your fault.
I thought we were talking about me.
Well, you should know that by now. If you jump on a call with me, no, I do not want to hear about your problems.
If Jason remembered anything, he's going to take over the whole thing. And if not, it falls on me.
At which point, eventually I'll remember something about myself and talk about that.
All right, carry on. Lay it on me, Hasbro.
So around I think it was between Christmas and New Year's, we decided to take a short little jaunt out of town, just about an hour away. Place near Colonial Williamsburg is doing a winter festival, they call it. It's like a bunch of lanterns and light structures, not really light, not Christmas lights necessarily, but cool stuff to look at in the dark, basically. That's Christmas themed, and it was really cool walking around and just viewing everything and being able to walk around the structures themselves and see how they were made and all that. So it was cool. It was a fun time out with the kids. They appreciated it. It was something to do that wasn't just sitting at home. And so we get done with that. And it's already late enough that most of the restaurants around us are kind of closing. We set our eyes on a burger place. Everybody likes burgers. That'll be fine. Some of these are like hoity-toity burgers. Maybe my wife and I can enjoy that while the kids just have a plain old burger or whatever. Look at the time, realize, oh crap, they close soon. Okay, we can't go there. Let's go some other place. So we go another place and weren't sure about it because hadn't looked at it beforehand. I mean, it has plenty of different types of food. We'll probably like it just fine. So we get there, we're starving by that point. So we order lots of food. We get a loaded cornbread and shrimp appetizer that was good. And I got bison meatloaf. My wife and my daughter shared stew that I can't think of the title of right now. Oh my God.
Poop soup?
Not poop soup, not poop stew. That's not what I meant. I'd share that. It was delicious. It was, name escapes me at the moment. But we have a decadent meal. It's very good. Unfortunately, when it comes to me and decadent meals, that usually means I'm going to have to go poop real quick. So I tell myself this, and again, I'm with my family, and it's getting later, so I need to get my son to bed especially. He's going to turn into a pumpkin. So I say, I can't go to the bathroom here. Like, that's just, they're going to have to wait too long. They're going to my wife's going to be texting me. My kid's going to be impatient. I'm not going to do that to them. So we just get back to the hotel. I'll do my business there. So we're getting ready to leave. And my wife looks at the gas tank and says, you know what? We should probably fill up while we're out. There's a place on the way home. Or back to the hotel. So let's just do that. Okay. So let's go. Feeling the gurgles. Feeling my stomach like, okay, let's get moving. I do tell my wife, like, by the way, I really need to poop, so let's not dilly-dally. She's like, okay, well, let's get moving then. So we go look for the gas station. I don't know what it is that it's a small amount, but it's a very annoying amount of times, 3%, that Google Maps just doesn't know what you're talking about. Like, you put in a location and say, go there, and it'll take you to what seems like there, but no, it's somewhere else. And you look at the direction, it says like, congratulations, you've arrived at your destination. I'm like, nope, liar. What the hell? We had an agreement. It was a simple agreement. I put in a location. You take me to that location. I give you a thumbs up. It helps your algorithm or whatever. So I've put in the place and whatever devilry happened in my phone, it is freaking out and it is not going to the right place. So my wife has to look it up on hers. So I'm taking these weird turns. I don't know where I'm at because I've never been to this area. So in the dark, especially. So as I'm driving around, I'm feeling like, okay, I'm not going to be able to clench my butt cheeks tight enough to make sure this doesn't happen. So maybe they'll have a bathroom. maybe I can just hold it. We'll see. So we do finally find the place. It is like half a mile from our hotel. So at least there's that. So I get out and I go to take the cap off and get the gas. And I'm feeling it. I'm just feeling, I again, just like standing tall, clenching, doing everything I can, moving slowly, make sure I don't poop my pants. And at this point, when the gas is pumping, I do tell the kids, it's like, by the way, Daddy really has to go to the bathroom. So when we get back, the bathroom is mine. Like, it's a hotel, so we got one bathroom in that room. I'm going to defile it. I apologize, but this is what's happening.
Pull and rank, you punks.
Exactly. I don't often have to do that. They definitely hear me fart all the time, and they laugh about me pooping forever and ever, which tried to curtail, but hey, it's Dad. Dad's going to poop for a while. So that's fine. But I'm like, okay, everybody needs to be in on this situation because this is going to be a team effort to make sure Daddy doesn't poop his pants.
Why don't you just go into the gas station? You're at a place with a toilet.
There was no bathroom there. There was is just a surface for the pumps. There was no gas station or no bathroom. So that wasn't an option. But again, we're close to the hotel. I can make this happen. So first pump the gas, close everything up, say, okay, we got to go. And I didn't peel out, but I definitely drove fast. And my wife was like, slow down. That's not necessary. I'm like, no, it is. Trust me. Again, I'm talking out loud. I'm not just talking to her. I'm like, everybody needs to know this. Like, we're all on the same page now. We're all in this together. So yes, I do have to drive fast. So take a speed bump a little too fast. We get a big bump. Like, Daddy, it's like, I'm sorry, but I told you what's happening.
But even if you're about to explode, you can't hit a speed bump. That's going to dislodge.
Well, again, I was ready. If somebody else had taken that and I was surprised by it, yes, but I knew it was coming. So I clinched. I mean, I clinched like, I'd making diamonds under there. And we get out, we get out, get the stuff, get the leftovers, whatever we have. And I've said by this point, it's like, okay, we're in teams. Son, you go with your mother. Daughter, you're going with me. Come on, we're going up to the room. We're going to get there.
Why do you need your daughter? What is her job in this team? Is she a blocker? Is she making sure no one gets between you and the bathroom? Is she opening doors for you?
That would have been helpful, but no, my son and my wife had to stay downstairs to get sheets on the hide-a-bed because we didn't have any. So they want to get that. And rather than stay with them, she just decided to come up in the room with me. So that's the teams that we broke into. So she goes with me and we kind of, it was at this point where I got to teach my daughter a valuable lesson, I think. Hopefully, maybe not hopefully, it will come in handy sometime in her life. We start walking towards the hotel and my wife and my son are back at the car. And my daughter says, Dad, should we run? And I was like, no. Do you know what happens when you run? As I'm walking very quickly, like I'm gliding. When I walk fast and I have a purpose, I glide. I say, if you run, that's when things loosen. Like it's harder to do what I need to do right now, which is hold my butt cheeks. She goes, oh, gross, Dad. I'm like, hey, you asked. So
you said run, I said butt cheeks.
Yeah, you're on team. No shit in pants. Focus. So as I'm gliding, I'm telling her, if you run, absolutely going to lose all tightness you have and you're just pooping. You can't help it. So no, you walk very quickly, like as fast as you've possibly walked, but you do not jostle with like showing her like, what a jog would do. Oh, okay.
This is when we go to the mall and we get a rascal and we just zoom around with it.
If I go to a mall, I have a bathroom. That's not a problem. So we get on the elevator. It's one quick floor up to the next floor where we're at. And it's when we get off the elevator that I remember our room is all the way down that hallway. It's one of those where, I don't know what the effect is when they're filmmaking, but, they can do it where you look at the hallway and then somehow the hallway just gets deeper. Like it just looks like it goes so further back all of a sudden. It's like that's what it did in my eyes. I was like, oh, and she was like, gonna make it? And I was like, I have to. Either that or I just poop on the floor out here.
That's when you hold her hand and say, no, daughter, we'll make it. Let's go.
Put her hand down in my pants and just be like, hold it.
Oh,
you're the only thing between us and calamity.
Your daughter put her hand on your anus to maintain the pressure is where I draw the line. This episode is over. I know this isn't Then You Ruined It, but you, sir, just ruined it. I had a cinematic moment and you put your daughter's hand down your pants.
As I have said, I extrapolate until it gets, while it's funny, and then when it gets too far, I stop. So I did not do that. As you know, pervert.
You're going to look back and you're like, I can't believe I said that. I'm a horrible dad.
I believe I said it. I would not do it. So we hoof it. We hoof it down the hallway, long carpeted hallway, all the way to our room. I get there and she's like, "You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, just got to get the key out of my pocket here." It's like, "You have the key, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, trust me. Before we got out of the car, I checked to make sure I had the key. I was not going to make that mistake. Might make other ones, but I didn't make that one." So I got the key, unlock it, and get in there. And I have like a coat. It was really cold that night, so I was taking off a coat and unbuttoning and zipping, and I'm screaming at things. She's laughing. I'm just like, "Shut up! It's not funny." One of those situations where you should wear a coat, a bag, another layer. Get off.
Why am I wearing thermals? Whose idea was this?
Would have been a bad idea that night. So I got everything off, got in there, slammed the door shut, sat down, did my business. Right at that moment was like, okay, you were not kidding. You were not embellishing. Yes, cut loose and destroyed that toilet.
Well,
I made it through the hard work of my family, the dedication to help their father not shit his pants.
which apparently is nothing, like just hitting a bump and complaining about it, and then telling you to run, learning not to run, having you think about having them put their hand in your pants, not actually doing that because that's weird. What did your family do? I'm not saying they betrayed you because this wasn't that sort of thing, but like just this was a time you had to rely on yourself because your family was worthless.
I disagree because family can, if they don't know about your situation, they could unwittingly prolong things.
Well, yes, granted, if your son had punched you in the gut and made poop come out the other side, that would have been bad. But
Dude, you have no idea how many times my son punches me in the gut every day.
I know, but the lack of hindrance is not equal help.
I disagree.
Well, then I've been helping you make money every day.
That's absolutely what I needed from them in that moment. I needed that from them. I needed them to understand we have to help this so that he must increase, I must decrease. I must do nothing. I must listen. I must do as I'm told and no further until we get this man to the toilet. Once that's done, all bets are off. Go get on your tablet, play the Switch. I don't care. I'm taken care of, and that's what matters in this moment. And they did that for me, and I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, if all you need in life is to not be punched in the stomach and to have someone not make you run, you should be a lot more successful than you are.
I did not say that's all I need in life. It's all I needed in that moment.
Oh, well, in that moment, your family they've been training for that moment for years.
It kind of did feel like it. It's like, all right, guys, the big one. We've been training for this our whole lives. Dad had too much meatloaf. He had the shrimp. He even had the lemon drop cookie. It's looking bleak. If we work together, we can do this.
Also, everything you just listed is just normal food. Your body should be able to handle all of that. You need to go to a doctor.
My body is a wonderland.
Shut your mouth, John Moore. Or not, no, what? That was what's the naturalist? John Mayer.
There you go.
Whoops.
B, yes, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, I have myriad issues that, again, as we were discussing earlier, I have not journaled about, I have not written down, so I've probably forgotten, half of them, but oh my God, on a daily basis, it's like, well, this and this and this, and this has just started hurting. I don't know what that's about. And should this do this? And no, probably not. Okay, well, yeah. Lots to go over with the old physician.
Well, I mean, just when he asks what's wrong with you, just give him a URL for the show and let him catch up. We need all those listens.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I've got a lot for you to listen to. It's a lot. They're short episodes. So I'm going to give you 3 months to catch up, and then I'll be in. We'll see what you can do for me.
A lot of benefits nowadays have therapy as one of the benefits your company will pay for. You get a certain number of visits a year. I'm just going to set one up and just here, download this episode and listen. Listen to 2 episodes. These are ones where I'm kind of real Steve episodes, and then tell me what's wrong with me. And then I get diagnosed. I don't have to tell the story again, and 2 more downloads. Sounds like a great use of a benefit, so long as there's no copay.
I was going to say, I'll have to check my wife's plan for us and see if that's included. We'll listen to podcast. No copay required. Awesome. I'm in. It's called the, shit, he's got a podcast plan. I have to tell you, that has to be extremely popular these days. We sell so many of these. Oh, that absolutely sounds like something that RFK would put in the current podcast about. We're considering new health plans. What do you got for us?
I'm going to listen to everyone's podcast.
I'm far off. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Steve and Jason Are Having a Real Fun Time. We hope you had a real fun time too. Please like us on whatever platform you found us on and, well, just like us in general.